Join me for a mighty minute. We're going to learn some stuff. We're going to think through stuff. We're going to do some stuff. Learning minute. Let's do it.
So it just happened. Just a triggering moment. I was doing some laundry. Very benign, reasonable, normal weekend activity. Stumbled upon something from 3 to 4 years ago that was packed away in a corner, and it triggered a pretty powerful negative emotion. For those that are not as versed in mental health, a trigger is something that sparks an intense, often negative, mostly negative emotional response. And it can happen at any moment. It can happen sort of whether you know why it happened or you don't know why it happened. And they can really derail a day. Right now, my heart rate is up. My, basically all of it took me half a day to work up the energy to do the tasks that were before me, and I just got derailed again. Now I have zero energy to continue with the laundry. They're pretty derailing, both in their intensity and also in their after effect. So just wanted to talk about a few things one can do when you're triggered, helpful things, and then just an insight I just sort of had. The best thing one can do during a triggering event is breathe, and to try to stay grounded, because your triggers are often bringing you back mentally and physically to a place where you did not feel safe, or a place that was unsafe. And so the best thing you can do is breathe through them, and in sort of that concentration of just the simple act of breathing, try to remind yourself that you are in the present. Often people will point out 3 things they can see, 3 things they can smell, and then three things they can feel, just to sort of ground yourself in the current moment. Often helps. Now, for the self-talk, because I was absolutely frustrated with myself that a simple bottle of moisturizing cream could cause such a nuclear response. I'm not going to go into the backstory of that or why that is so triggering to me, but I had to remind myself as I was walking back up into my apartment that I had been through a traumatic experience, that it was completely reasonable that I had such a deep response, and that it was a pretty big mountain to overcome. And so the fact that things still 4 years after are triggering to me, are difficult for me, isn't a sign of my own personal weakness or my inability to get over something, but it's just simply the fact that it's hard, and it is a big mountain to climb, and I'm still trying. And then if I get derailed, and if for the next 45 minutes I'm paralyzed and not able to do, emotionally paralyzed and not able to do the task that I was in the middle of doing, I can be gentle and okay with myself and say, this wasn't your fault. You didn't ask for this. We can see it, we can note it, we can feel it. Remind myself I'm in the present and move through it. So just that reminder for you today, in those times when you're triggered, in the times when a memory comes back and you're physically, mentally, it feels like you're right back there. Just remind yourself it's a mountain. You're taking it moment by moment, and you will move through this.